Hi, I'm Mike from Bitglass, and I wanted to tell you about a journey that we see in regulated verticals like financial services with unmanaged applications. So typically, in environments like financial services, things are locked down quite a bit. So you have PCs, and you're not allowed to do very much. There's a lot of blocking that's going on. Let's say that we're connecting up to cloud applications. A lot of times, there'll be issues with access to things like Facebook, LinkedIn, and then of course there are the normal applications like Box and others that may be either sanctioned by the company and deployed with licenses and protected or not. And so sometimes there's personal applications here. And so one of the key things when you have a regulated vertical that's trying to control what's going on is you don't want data exfiltration. So I have files over here that exist on my PC. Let's say I generated one and I created it. It might be all right for me to take it and upload it and put it into O365. And that's good because that's the corporate sanction app that we use all the time. But that's not okay for me to take that file and post it onto Facebook. And so from a blocking perspective, you have a couple options. One is to deploy something like a secure web gateway or a next-gen firewall or even a CASB to try to control the data access. And so what happens there is they're able to track things like posts of text that go up to Facebook, which could be copy and paste of the content in that actual file. They could be actual file uploads, and they can block that. So typical things like, let's say a Palo Alto Networks has a signature for Facebook posting, and that'll block. But the problem with that, and the problem with all these signature-based approaches, is that they're based on configuration and knowledge of the application. What happens when the application changes? And so what we see a lot of times is that all of a sudden, the file that wasn't supposed to be in Facebook is up there again. And that's because from a signature perspective, they didn't know about the changes in the app. The apps like Facebook or Box or LinkedIn or whatever aren't going to tell the company that a change has been made to the code. And so they have a portion of time before the signature updates come out, if they can even come out and actually catch the new upload mechanism, where the data can be exfiltrated. And so what they're looking for a lot of times from a pervasiveness perspective is to allow more of these applications, allow people to do the work they need to do. A lot of times you're doing things that require you to go to LinkedIn and require you to search for things. They require you to do research. And sometimes those applications need to be allowed. And so they really want to lock them down, block access from uploads of content that's really corporate related into those apps. And so what you really want is an approach that involves machine learning and AI to learn about these upload paths. And that's what you get from a Next-Gen CASB. Bitglass has developed a technology that allows leakage path learning on the fly. So as soon as someone tries to upload the document, we're able to learn about that new path, regardless if we've seen it or not, so that we can block the upload of the corporate data. All of a sudden, you can check all the boxes from a compliance perspective. You don't have to worry about those time periods where data gets uploaded. We've seen a number of different companies. Have seen a couple hedge funds, for example, that have policies like this and have been trying to use other CASBs that don't even know that the blocking technology is not working, and all of a sudden their data gets exfiltrated. And that's because they don't have this machine learning and AI technology that you get from a Next-Gen CASB. If you'd like to hear more, we have a few webinars on this, and we'd love to engage a little bit to discuss the amazing technology. Thank you.